There's a place called a gin mill way down in the slums. There's a place called a gin mill way down in the slums.
So who you guys?
Yeah, who the hell are the people on the Blind Pig Patio? Yeah. What are all these strange people? I mean, I know two of them because, well, one of them I see most of the time, and then Brandon I see occasionally. They're Dougie Fresh. Whatever.
Well, you sleep with one of them.
I can't even remember names.
Wait a minute, you only saw him last week, I heard.
I know.
And you sleep with the other one. How the...
Whoa.
In the same house.
I have a roommate.
Yes. Okay.
That's different.
Sorry, we can clarify
Just
that.
massages, baby.
Yeah, I'm not really sure who the rest of these fuckers are. Howdy.
Howdy.
Blind Pigs recording again.
Finally.
Post lockish downish.
Probably don't need to tell anybody why. I think everybody knows now. And the world, it's not even like a American thing or an Indiana thing. Everybody fucking knows why we.
Yeah. And we weren't, we toyed with the idea. We're not video people. We're trying to move towards some video stuff.
We're going to.
But even the Zoom parties, our drinking is social, and I don't know. I don't know how people do the Zoom parties. I just can't.
I'm not gonna sit at home and
drink
sample beer and talk to you guys. I mean, it's not the same.
I'm
gonna sit at home and sample beers. But
hey guys, this beer is great, but you can't taste it.
Right. And I've gotten a lot of good stuff from Tabor last few months too. We got a few today, right?
We do, but nobody else is talking yet. Who the hell else is here? Obviously.
Well, of course, we got our pigs, Jordan, and our bodyguard Clark
Grizz.
He's here with
the
us
Grizz.
And of course, D. Fratch, who's been with us numerous times, quite a bit. He's probably one of our most recurring.
One of ours, yeah. I mean, we get him around occasionally.
Yeah, he comes over once in a while.
But
he's not fucking running.
Jordan, what you been up to?
Well, so Jordan's been doing literally nothing but working. I was one of the only places that was open during the COVID times.
Yes, because
your
place is essential.
Because we sell guns and ammo, the governor deemed us essential, yes. So therefore, I've done nothing but work, and since no other retailer was open, I was slam-packed every day for the past 3 months, hundreds of people.
Well, that and supplying all the the doomsday preppers and all the
they absolutely have been in. I had a gentleman come through the register. He had $70 due back. He said, "Keep it. I don't need that where I'm going."
Oh, dear God.
And then left with like 3 carts full of shit.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're out there. I know you were joking, but no, literally, they are out there.
No, I wasn't joking, but, wow. Okay.
It's been an interesting time, I can tell you. I've had to put a lot of hours in.
Has he come back for $70 yet?
He has not. So...
You better have it.
Interesting.
You better have it
times,
because
guys.
he's got all the guns. He's got all the guns and the ammo.
He will be back. It's like, God damn it!
All these people staying at home, and I'm like, I didn't get even a day of that. That's just nope. No. I've been out every day at work, so
not at all.
I think unfortunately the service industry got hit the hardest. All the bartenders,
they did,
servers, and because most businesses somehow they figured a way to stay open for. Their
a little while
somehow
food,
they
but bars,
curbside.
But the restaurants, so they really took the big hard hit. So I feel bad for the
bars.
Servers
Took the hardest hit because if they weren't really a restaurant and had food that people would crave, which some places did, but it's you can only go there for so long and get wings,
cold takeout,
just to try to help them. Well, no, but trying to help them out a little bit. Right. But other than that, their sales come from liquor, and they come from drunk people
grease fix
buying the food.
Yeah.
What I think is funny is Indiana, being the bitch state that we are, is so against all the takeout and changing laws and doing this. Suddenly, every restaurant in the damn state could give you takeout fucking liquor out of nowhere. I went to Chewy's because that's my wife's favorite restaurant. Got pick up one day, and she's like, "Get us some margaritas," and I was thinking that just sounds weird.
Was it pre-mixed, or did you have to mix it at home?
You have to mix it at home,
right? That's
so they give you a bottle of tequila. They give you like a Chinese soup jar of the tequila mix. You know what I'm talking about when you get like soup from a Chinese restaurant, and it comes in like the clear,
you could have just
quart
said
jar.
You could have just said quart jar.
I always get it from the Chinese restaurant though when I get my hot and sour soup. That's why that's what I relate it
mason
to.
Jar.
It's not a mason jar. It's a fucking cheap plastic jar. They give you that with the mix, and they throw a couple whole limes in there.
Yeah.
And then they charge you like $45.
Yeah.
Wow. It was ridiculous.
Well,
yeah,
you could have just gone to the liquor store.
I could have, yeah.
And got stuff.
But I learned my lesson. I only did that once.
Well, yeah.
Didn't do that again. She's like, how much did these cost? I'm like, well, $45.
I'd have looked at it and said, no, just here. You can have this
And
back.
you have to make it, right?
You have to make it yourself.
Yeah,
so
so I don't
you
even
gotta
make
They
it for
said
you.
serves 4 to 6 people, doesn't include ice.
Some assembly required.
I was like, well, if it doesn't include ice, fuck that. I'm not getting it.
Well, for that much, they should give you at least ice.
Right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, come on.
Serves 4 to 6 people. We each had a margarita.
It's probably the most expensive margaritas you've ever had, huh?
It was. It really was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
I mean, let's say we used a little bit bigger glasses, and a little extra tequila, but yeah, we each had about a margarita out of that.
Yeah, that's it. Lord, that's just ridiculous.
Well, if anybody forget, we drink on this show.
What?
And
We
yeah.
don't drink on this show. We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
shoot the shit.
Are you sure we drink on this?
I drink
yeah,
before the
I'm
show.
actually very sad about what we're drinking right now,
What?
even though I love the beer.
Sad.
Oh, why? Why are you sad? You should be happy. I
Because
still had some.
the damn
didn't
COVID
go.
ruined
Damn
the Wisconsin trip that we were supposed
Yeah.
to go on just
Literally days.
days.
Before.
The week
2
of
days.
the COVID.
2 days
Yeah.
before.
We
Yeah.
almost did it, too. but
Wisconsin
good thing
shut
we
the
didn't.
hell down.
Yep.
Hey, just be glad you guys didn't get up there.
I know.
Can you imagine if
we
you
thought
gotten
about
up there?
saying screw it because they hadn't actually shut down yet, but that weekend that was pretty much everything
We
shut
were
down.
we
so-
were itching. We were all like, "Do we do it? Do
Yeah,
we not? Do we
yeah,
do
we
it? Do we not?" I think all of us were like on edge, watching our fucking phones to see what was
Who's
going
gonna
on in
start going out?
Wisconsin. Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
like, that's just
Because
that's
we're
not
like,
a good
Wisconsin's not going to shut their bars
Because
down.
you- yeah,
it's
well, you're right.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
They're not going to shut their bars
But,
down.
yeah, that would have sucked to have been up there. And guess we're hanging out at
Yes, yeah, nowhere.
yeah.
Because we're hanging out at the
Yeah.
liquor store in the house.
but I will say, somewhere in Milwaukee there was bars operating.
Oh, yeah. I bet you if we went up to Shawano, we'd have been fine.
Yeah, we
They'd
would have
opened
just
the
had
bar-
to find the.
They'd
ones.
open the bar straight for us. Coach Light would have opened up for us.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, yeah, fuck it, guys, come on in. We don't give a shit. What the hell's COVID?
It'd be like, here's the keys.
So I went to the flea market last week in Strawtown on Thursday.
Imagine that, you.
I love flea
Garage
markets.
sale.
So I went up there. I swear to God, you would not have thought a pandemic hit anywhere in this country.
Oh, hell no.
They were all up there, not a single mask to be seen. Everybody's hugging, shaking hands, and I'm like, holy shit, guys! Like, all the old guys are like in a big group, this close, super close to each other, talking and shit. I was like, damn. Y'all know that a pandemic just happened, right? No? Okay, just carry on. It's all good.
Nope, they're done.
Yeah,
But yeah, we are drinking. We pre-gamed with a little bit of New Glarus. I had some Spotted Cow left from my trip up a year ago.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
So
it tastes a little old.
It does taste a little old, but it's still
But it should,
but
I
it still
guess.
tastes good.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's still got its flavor to it.
Yeah.
And I love Spotted Cow, but actually, I've tried other New Glarus I like better.
Yeah, they got some other. Yeah, they've got some other flavors.
Two Women, very good.
Always,
Buck
Oh.
Naked, they're
Always.
also very good.
always.
So
Two
yeah,
buck.
Wait.
Can you mix two women with Buck Naked?
you probably
You have a
could.
Buck
Wait, they have,
Naked, two
they have
women?
Buck
Hell yeah.
Naked, 2 women, and then
They have a
this-
beer
and the
called Two
Spotted
Women
Cow.
Yeah,
and a
and then
beer
Spotted
called
Cow.
It is
Buck
Wisconsin.
Naked.
I know.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I know. It's
What if you mix the spot the
you can
Spotted
mix
Spotted
Spotted
Cow
Cow
and
and
the
then
Buck
2
Naked
women as well.
or the Buck
Yes.
Naked Spotted Cow?
You can mix all three together and have a very memorable evening.
I'm
That sounds,
gonna guess so.
Yeah. I think there's laws against that in some states, aren't there?
But not
No,
in
Wisconsin.
Wow. Well, at least I can see we're all still on the same page after a few months.
You think Grizz?
Yeah,
Are you
well,
alive?
no, not at all.
Okay.
He got shy again. What the fuck, dude? He's been off the bike for 3 months. He
Haven't
got
seen-
shy.
Yeah. And we had it. He was getting there. And come on, man, drink that beer.
Okay, I got a question.
Give him a shot.
Well, he's
What
also
has-
got a hangover still from last night because apparently he drank a lot of whiskey and woke up with his shorts in the living room and his underwear in the dining room, and apparently, yeah,
No.
that's what I heard.
It happens to the
That's
best
what
of
he
us.
said.
I don't know what the problem is.
What's everybody been drinking throughout all this?
I've had a lot of Taver beers, so I mean,
I went on keto because I've got a drop, and so I've just been basically drinking whiskey, or bourbon and stuff. So I've been drinking like Bullet Rye, some Woodford Reserve. I've got what else? I got Knob Creek, just because those were my easy to go to ones at this point. I haven't really been experimenting with a lot of them because I hate having a whole bunch of like having to buy a big bottle of it. Trying to find. I wish they'd sell some smaller sample bottles.
Yeah.
I've been drinking a lot much more bourbon too. I mean, it seems it's easier. You're at home, and not going to crack open a 6-pack, So just bourbon's been better. Bourbon
Unless
and a nice
it's your
scotch.
brother.
Yeah, well, So I've been drinking a lot of bourbons. Woodford's got that double aged oak. And have you had the double oak yet?
I have had the double oak.
It's
The
good.
double oak
It's
is.
I'm not. Woodford's good. It's a great for the price. I know my buddy Doug Parsons.
Yeah, price point's good.
He was always going on about Woodford, And I passed it up for a long time just because it was just kind of the run-of-the-mill bourbon. But it's great bourbon. But that double oak one is just fantastic, especially for a beginner, I think.
Sure.
Because it's so smooth, but it's got a great taste to it. But I also love, I like the harsh.
I can't seem to find any whistle. So I was trying to find some Whistle Pig, and the only bottle they had was a $400 fucking bottle of Whistle Pig. But I haven't been up to whatever the new Mr. G's is.
Used to be Mr. G's. Now I believe it's Noblesville Wine and what's it, Clark?
Noble Wine and Spirits, I believe.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out because I just got a Whistle Pig 12 year from there. They also had the piggyback and the farm stock. Actually, I got a piggyback too. Sorry.
Well, Cowboy couldn't be here, but Cowboy I think has a bottle of. Do you have a bottle of a Whistle Pig rye, like something?
I got a couple. Yeah, he does too. Yep. But the farm stock rye I think he has.
So I went to Kroger a few times because I was doing the grocery shopping for my family. So there was a few times I bought like the separate sixers when I could find different stuff I hadn't had. So I had a little bit that the superhero or anti-hero series, whatever.
Ooh.
I tried some of those. I was not a huge fan.
Thank you.
Zombie Dust, I found that. I had some of that while we were...
You feeling nostalgic?
I wasn't really going to liquor stores and stuff because all I was doing was working, and then I bought another bottle of barrel-aged, the Dickel barrel-aged. I've been having that, and then, of course, my go-to Dickel rye. I've kept a bottle of that the whole time. I've been sipping on that, too. So
I think Grizz has been collecting Dickel.
Yep.
He has. He's found a new love for the Dickel.
Not really a new love, but he's more public about it.
You know damn well it's not new.
Yeah, so he's more public about his Dickel.
And you guys know I'm not. You guys have been teaching me about whiskey and whatnot, but I've still gone back to that one because it's the first one I found that I really enjoyed. So I'm not gonna lie.
It's a great price.
I drink the shit out
price
of it.
point. So. It's all about price point,
and it's a good whiskey. I mean, it's
the Barrel Select's a little price. It's about $50 a bottle.
But that's still a decent
not
price
horrible,
for a good taste in Barrel Select. I mean, come on.
It's
anywhere between like 35 and 50. I think is a good average.
Bourbon.
I don't try to be
Scotch
super
a little bit harder
cheap.
Scotch is a little harder, yeah.
But for bourbon, you can get a good bottle of bourbon for $30.
D's been. I mean, D's been. He likes mixers and more of the sweeter drinks.
We
and stuff.
know.
But no, I mean, but like right before I went on keto, I got super depressed because like the first 3 or 4 weeks of COVID lockdown, I ate everything, and all of a sudden, and my weight just skyrocketed. But like a week or two before, I just got pissed. I don't know. I was like, I'm not a home drinker. I don't drink at home alone
either.
I drink with my friends. And D usually works a lot too, and he doesn't drink a lot either. But I just decided, man, I decided to populate my bar, so I just bought mixers and bourbon and all so I could make old fashions and whiskey sours and what the hell else? Amaretto sours. So we're drinking. We were just mixing up whiskey sours, amaretto sours, and D was trying to do Long Island iced teas.
Yeah, last weekend. Aubrey sort of tried to help me with that. It didn't really turn on Long Island, but it was okay.
Well,
it was decent. It wasn't
was
bad,
more of a
though.
tequila sunrise.
Yeah, but it was tasty.
because we didn't have a splash of Coke to put in it.
Yeah, she was all about
and
the
you
Coke.
and
I
you
told
forgot
her
about the simple syrup.
And I told her we don't have that here.
But we had it all.
Well, we don't have the
So
Coke.
I bought all this. Yeah, I bought all this stuff that I can't drink anymore. But my bar is fully stocked.
Yeah.
I just have to build a new bar still, too, in the house.
I honestly, I did drink, but not a lot, just because I would get off work so fucking late and have to be so in so early. I might have a shot, and that was about it, because by then I was just fucking mentally exhausted and ready to pass out and go to bed. So, unfortunately, my drinking habits were pretty low for the last 3 months, which actually sucks.
Yeah,
well, I mean, it's good. I lost like 20 pounds, but
I get drunk in a heartbeat now.
Unfortunately, I do too. Yeah, I agree. It sucks. I'm ready to get back into the swing of things.
Well, we can't
I miss
go
my
anywhere.
alcoholic days.
Yeah.
Like I said, drinking home alone is just not as much fun as at least being out and about with other people.
It's a social thing.
And my wife will drink, but she drinks she likes margaritas, so she'll drink like a margarita sitting outside.
Yeah.
So it's not really like we sit there and hammer them. She'll have a margarita and I'd have a beer. That was like the extent kind of thing.
Like I went to hang out with a couple of friends from one of my pool teams, and they had garage beers. I had garage whiskey, and I was basically drinking whiskey and soda so that I could feel like I had a big glass. And apparently I didn't realize how strong I was mixing it because I was just pouring it in my car and then going into the garage, and I got freaking wasted. I didn't realize I was wasted. I drove home, Well, I will.
And
cut
you don't
that out.
remember getting home.
No, I remember.
The Uber drew me home.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I got home.
The car was
but-
parked out in the street. He
No,
forgot
yeah.
to tell you that.
But I also woke up, and this is in the middle of my keto, and woke up with a bag of White Castle next to my bed.
Breakfast.
Oops.
There goes the keto. Now I got to fast for a week to get rid of all that crap, man.
Yeah, that goes through pretty quick.
But I looked at the bottle, and it really only was a third empty. And
Damn.
and a half of normally in our day, I mean, I can take a half a bottle of bourbon down easy. This was a third of a bottle of Bullet Rye, and I was wasted.
Damn.
It really is a huge difference if you stop drinking for any given amount of time.
Dad?
Whether it's 2 weeks or a month or 2 months, and you start drinking again, it's a huge difference. The alcohol tolerance thing is a real deal. I know there's a lot of people that argue that that's not a real thing.
Bullshit.
I say
Oh,
bullshit.
Well, I also
There's
think
a huge thing there.
I wasn't eating a lot either. Obviously, trying to lose weight and stuff because I'd gotten real heavy and I have to get down. Not a lot of food in, so obviously that hits too. So I hit the, trifecta, not three pieces, but no food and low tolerance and and all that stuff and not regularly. So yeah, it was just like it was super weird.
Low food intake does affect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a huge
that
thing.
does too, yeah.
If I have a full stomach and drink, I can drink a lot more
Sure.
than if you're on an empty stomach.
Of course.
Doesn't matter what it is.
And they still say there's a myth about the breaking the seal. That is so bullshit.
No,
What's the myth? What do you mean?
There's
That
no
bathroom.
such thing as that. I can drink a 6-pack, sometimes a 12-pack before I break the seal. Once you break that seal,
But
it's
once you
every
break
beer.
it, yeah.
But they say it's a myth. And
No,
it's not
it
real.
is not
Bullshit.
a myth. No, because
Yeah.
there are people out there. I've heard people talk about trying to invent something that you can take to avoid that. They've been talking about that for years. That they're saying if someone can come up with something you could take before you start drinking, so you don't break the seal.
Yes, it's called a catheter.
Well, if you want to wear
diapers.
if you want to wear one of those, go for it. But I'd rather just do it on my own.
Notice Jordan's not talking because his seal is basically paper thin, and
I gotta piss already.
Yes.
Yeah. He's never had it.
But no, I don't buy that. That's a bunch of garbage.
I do
and
too, yeah.
I would love to. I would love to have that on that. Do they still have that show, Mythbusters?
Break the seal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they should have that on
I
there.
don't know if the show's still on.
Right, but
no,
that
it's not
should
on anymore.
But they should have had that on there because
Yeah.
I guarantee you that that's a bunch of crap.
I'm pretty sure they don't condone the hey, just drink this till you have to pee, and or hold it as long as you can because that becomes a health problem.
Science.
Well, it's science, yeah. Well, it's just okay. It's like the people that argue whether or not turkey makes you sleepy.
Yeah.
Whether it has the.
You know what makes me sleepy? Ingesting large amounts of food at Thanksgiving.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes me fucking sleepy.
Right, and I agree, but everyone always wants to say it's just the turkey.
Tryptophan does.
Well,
Turkey does have a
A
higher
drug in it,
amount of
yeah.
tryptophan than.
You have to eat a lot of it though.
But
That's
you
what
really
you
have
do
to-
at
yeah.
Thanksgiving. But you do have to eat a lot of it.
I am playing ahead, though. I will say, since we're trying to replan our Wisconsin trip, I do seriously, in my head, have this plan that around the beginning of August, I've got to start drinking a shitload more. I know that's horrible to say, but that's going to happen because I don't want to get to Wisconsin and be a fucking
I'm not
lightweight.
gonna stop you.
I'm going to be like drinking, and just keep increasing it. That when we get there, I don't drink 4 beers and be like, oh, shit, I'm finished.
Yeah.
'Cause on guy trips, you can't do that shit, especially when you're doing like a show and then going to party.
Well, not unless yeah.
Hey,
We usually do an 11 o'clock fucking show that we have the whole rest of the day we got to drink till we go back to the place.
Hey, I
so.
got a question for you, Jordan.
What?
Did you look to see if anyone has absinthe up in Wisconsin?
Oh yeah, we know. Oh yeah, we know they do.
Yes.
We were going to the.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where we were going. The first
Oh.
place we were going to was a distillery, and they have
Great
absinthe.
Lakes
Oh.
makes their own absinthe.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I have absinthe over there in the bar.
I think I was going to spend.
I don't know
half
if I
my
know how to
money
make
at
it
that-
though.
Oh, absinthe is easy. You just need sugar. You can make it super simple.
How do you not know how to make it, D? You and I sat in
I
a
know.
fucking bar
Well, 'cause
with that lady for like 2
I
fucking
know.
hours.
I
Pat
know.
was like, where the fuck are they? Pat was like freaking out because he couldn't find us
I
because
know.
you and I were sitting at the fucking bar.
But I'm
Yeah, but
telling
that was
you,
like $100 worth of absinthe.
I'm go-
too.
yeah, but-
Oh, easily.
Oh yeah.
I'm
But
saying more
I'm
than that.
I'm starting off at the top, the best stuff.
D and I had
the
every
best-
single
I know.
one,
Yeah, I
every
know.
single fucking
You
one.
gotta go with the top.
And then
stuff.
she's like, I'm gonna give you guys one for free, and I was thinking, well, yeah. I mean, we just spent between the two of us probably $300 fucking dollars. You probably should give us a free one.
At home, I mean, we've got it here. At home, you just mix the sugar in. You don't do the
The
flaming
whole-
sugar cube and the
Yeah.
drip of the water over. You just mix the sugar in and some water, and you can there's all kinds of videos on how to do it.
Right.
Generically, because I don't have any of those things that drip the water over and all that. Those are expensive. I looked at them.
Yeah,
they're ridiculously expensive for a dripper.
You think
a
that's
water
why
dripper.
You think that's why they charge you? I mean, is that part of the charge?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's
part of the show.
It's the theater.
There's a show
Yeah,
around it,
yeah.
yeah.
Because
So
it
it's
just,
the theater about it.
granted, we were on vacation and everything. I didn't care, but
Yeah.
man, I wouldn't do that on a regular basis because that
Oh,
was
yeah,
not
that's
cheap.
Well, but that stuff's like drink
I
again.
don't think the stuff is that good.
Like,
so.
no, it's not that. Well, we had
I'm not
the
a big
crappy
fan.
one.
Yeah,
we
you
had
got
the crappy
to
one,
you got to have the better stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
believe me, I've had
Oh.
very good.
Yeah.
I just
I
don't
mean-
think it's that good.
Oh.
It's
I
The
don't
reason
know.
I like
shit.
it is it's like having a Red Bull vodka.
yeah.
yeah.
Because it really does amp you up.
Oh, it does.
And it gives you
I
a
just don't like the
well,
taste
Jordan,
and
I thought
flavor
it gave
and
me a
shit.
perfect like. It
I was
felt
like,
just like
oh.
perfect.
I
Like gave you that
thought you were gonna be
perfect.
like, it gave me psychic powers.
No, not psychic. But
No,
you
it was
know,
the best buzz I ever
yeah,
had.
it's like you were like aware what was going on, but you felt great. Like
Yeah,
you didn't feel like
literally-
you didn't feel like
Cloud hovering-ish feeling. Yeah,
you
it
just
was.
felt like you could just go wherever and talk to anybody, and you were just like everything was
It
clear.
was a very happy drunk.
Yes.
You were giggly.
Yeah.
We were both giggly. You should have seen us. Well, people were coming in, and we were watching these girls come in, and they were looking at the
super
menu.
cute.
We were looking at the
Well,
menu.
the girls that had never had it before,
Yeah, and
probably
they were
that
like-
sat there and sipped on it for they didn't know what
they
were
would
doing.
take a sip and they'd make a face, and then they'd be like, "Ugh," and they were trying so hard to drink it, but they couldn't even like stomach it. It was hilarious.
They had to be like in their 20s, probably.
it was
probably
funny.
the first time tasting
And we were
anything
thinking,
that was-
what the fuck did you come up here for? Why did you even bother trying it? Why did you just order an $18 fucking drink that you don't even know what it tastes like? Why would you do that? Like, I don't even get it.
Well, obviously, I'd never had it before that weekend.
But you're a grown ass man.
But I wanted to try it because I don't know. There was always talked about the Green Fairy. You know,
Yeah.
that's like one of those things that's
Well,
myths.
but the
Right.
Green
Like-
Fairy is that's the straight up psychedelic shit. That's where that came from.
Right. But I know, but
It's
that's
a
always
myth,
been.
and it's
But
bullshit,
absinthe
but-
used to always be that thing that
Yeah.
you couldn't
When they
get.
legalized this, then they all
Yes.
became mythical.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all
yeah.
that
Right, but
shit.
when they legalize it, they legalize a certain process. You can still
There was
find
never a process with green fairies.
that. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It
there
was.
is.
I don't know what you do with them, but
but it's just like
The
moon.
Keebler Ale was never made.
It's just like moonshine. They made it back in the day in Europe, and it was not the best method. So there was
Right.
this weird, contaminants and things in it that caused the legends.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's no different than No,
But now there's moonshine you can get at the store. But guess what? It ain't moonshine.
they still
Not
make it with
moonshine.
wormwood.
Yeah, quit
but
tell me I get flavored moonshine. Shut up, it's not moonshine. Well, it's like flavored whiskey. That's why I
it's
slap
like
people.
it's like
You
tequila.
ever had that blueberry shit?
Tequila with the worm in it. Supposedly, if you
I
eat
have,
the
I have a
worm.
bottle of
Yeah.
that.
No, I don't know. That's what I've been told. I don't know if
I've
I can
eaten
do
the
that.
worm.
If you eat the
Have you eaten the
worm,
worm?
if
I've
you
eaten
eat
the
the worm,
worm.
you're drunk. That's basically that's the legend.
Yeah.
no, I've eaten the worm. It's
I have a bottle.
I've gagged from
I
eating the
didn't know-
worm.
How big was the worm?
That's not
Jesus
the first time
Christ.
you've said that.
Well, it just the thought of putting a worm that looks like a maggot in my mouth and swallowing.
Yeah, that's
I'm not big on
happening. I don't care
swallowing.
how drunk I am. I'm not doing that.
yeah.
I don't
Jordan's
care.
a spitter.
I'm not putting a worm in my mouth.
So, of course.
So we
we've
haven't
been-
drank anything yet and done
we
any
started
beers.
with
We've been
Wisconsin
chatting.
Brew, had some Spotted Cow, but we're based out of Indiana, so we should have an Indiana beer.
We are going to. Here's
That's
our.
no longer
Here's a.
Is this a farewell cheers?
This is a
This
farewell
would be a
cheers.
farewell cheers.
Unfortunately, a farewell cheers. Yeah.
So we lost, and I didn't research enough on other things, on other breweries and all that. But and we'll do this over the next few shows of seeing if we, raising a glass, if we have a bottle of it or anything from them. But we lost some breweries through the COVID, all over the place, I'm sure. But from Indiana, one of our original breweries, and the guys who brewed our
Yeah,
first
some
beer,
good friends, and yeah.
Redemption is gone.
Gone.
Redemption
Forever.
Ale Works is
Them
gone
and their damn
forever.
good wings.
Yeah, they're smoky wings. Those, Jordan's got to go find something else to do on lunchtime.
And the
Yeah.
poutine before they took it off the.
And the
menu.
poutine, their poutine was great too.
That was good. Their what beer cheese. Their beer cheese was
Yeah,
very
beer
good
cheese
too.
was good. But we picked up last couple bottles of they had some barrel aged stuff that was still sitting there, and we didn't know it at the time that they were basically just draining all the rest of the barrels to get things out there. But they were sending it out to the Mug Club members, to their club members and all that. So our notifications. So we went out and picked up a couple bottles. Dougie ordered them. I always fuck it up. And I picked up an extra bottle for myself. He's still got 2 left. So it's not our last bottle, but we're going to see how this goes. This is their bourbon barrel-aged Usurp. Burl.
What, usurp?
Yeah.
That's what it's
It's
called?
called Usurp.
Usurp.
Their bourbon barrel-aged
It smells
Usurp beer.
thick.
Smells really nice.
This is an
It smells
Imperial
thick, but
Stout.
Nice. I like the smell.
This is an Imperial Stout. This is an 11%er, so we're starting off hard.
Wow.
And this one is individually hand-bottled for Brendan Douglas. This was in March. So this was, March 28th they bottled this.
Definitely alcoholic.
Wow, that was already COVID time.
Yeah, This is a COVID beer.
It was definitely a COVID beer.
It doesn't have COVID in it, does it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It can't last that long.
Let's say it's alcohol, right? Doesn't alcohol kill everything?
It's an 11%er. Yeah, there's no.
You hear about all these people that survive things because they
it's
had alcohol in their
11%.
system.
Oh yeah. It's an imperial stout. I mean, it's you know it's going to be. It's not overly chewy.
I tell you what, no,
a lot thinner than I
smells
expected.
very chewy, but it's definitely not chewy. It's actually a pretty light
it's pretty light, a stout.
Yeah,
but it's still got it's got a high ABV. Got that alcohol burn.
I taste more of an alcohol burn than I do a sweetness
up front
because you get either one.
And it gets a little bit of carbonate. You realize it's different. It smells like it's gonna be really thick, and it's not at all.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it at all. I think it's pretty good.
No,
it's more of a cigar.
It's a good cigar. Oh yeah,
cigar beer.
Yeah, in your case, a pipe, old man.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a good pipe.
Different kind of pipe.
I'll give you a pipe.
Say, what kind of pipe are you talking about?
I enjoy Dougie's pipe sometimes.
All right, well, you scoot next to him.
Yeah.
Well, it's only when I'm drunk and Cowboys around. It's the whole,
Well,
But cheers to Redemption.
Cheers to Redemption. We're sorry to see you go.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, here's for you, Brandon, and then of course our he wasn't there at the end, but Dan was one of our best friends and their original brewer and a really good friend of the show. So
I saw a post on Facebook from him just like either today or yesterday.
Oh, he's back?
Well, he just one post.
Guess who's
I think
back?
I think it was a post on the protests and stuff that are happening right now. But yeah, I was like, holy crap.
I don't know if I'm even friends with him anymore.
No, we're all friends with Dan.
No, I mean, he disappeared entirely off Facebook. I tried to text him. I'll hit him up again. That motherfucker's going to come around whether he wants to or not.
Yeah.
Let's get him over to brew.
You need him to teach you how to brew.
No, I actually kind of dig this. It's the first sip I didn't care for. It was almost alcohol up front.
Well, right, but
it tasted sour to me at first, and I think it's because I just finished my spotted cow.
Yeah, you got to get a couple sips in, and then the flavors start to come through.
And it starts to fill in because it's shocking to the palate the first.
Well, yeah,
because it's 11%. You're shocking right now.
I literally took my last sip of spotted cow and immediately followed with that, and it had like a sour quality to it, which
like ours.
I was like, our old one,
like our Imperial Stout, our Black IPA.
I'm not the biggest fan of stouts, but this one's not bad.
No,
this isn't. Yeah. I actually like it. Now it could be a little chilled, a little cooler for me.
Actually, no.
I don't know.
So this is actually served at a perfect.
No, really?
Yeah, this is served at a perfect temperature right
now.
Oh, okay. You would lose. So it all depends on what you're there for. You would lose the flavors that you get out of it being slightly warmer. Stouts, porters should be a little bit, not fridge
warm,
temperature.
Just,
not warm, but
right.
45, 55 degrees.
But yeah, this isn't bad. I'm not a stout guy.
Not. Yeah, I mean,
this isn't bad at all.
It's pretty good. Did you? Anybody want the? I still got a little bit left in the bomber. I may turn this one into one of my. I've turned into complete and total home ownership guy. I keep building. We are on my Blind Pig's patio.
Yeah, what do you call this? What's this called?
The Blind Pig Patio.
No. Chic. What is it?
I think it's farmhouse.
Huh? Farmhouse.
Or shabby chic.
Shabby chic. That's it. Shabby chic.
Yeah, I've built massive benches in my back patio. I built a bar. I built a fold-down bar.
Did you have the queen bee around?
No, I killed all of them so far, and they have not come back. I did make 2 carpenter bee traps to try to keep them away. They're on the outside of the fence, but I honestly I went full on, and once I got moving, I went full on and just started building a patio for everybody to come out and hang, and just trying to make a nice space, So
no snow this weekend.
No snow. No. Yeah. Oh well, no. Last weekend.
Not that kind of snow.
So Brendan came over. last weekend.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah. What was that stuff?
The cottonwood trees bloomed right after the rain, and I had 6-foot snow drifts.
Oh yeah, it was unreal
around here. I mean, it was snowing like crazy here.
Like Purdy.
When was that?
Last weekend.
Last weekend.
Oh. On Saturday night. Saturday night. I mean, we were out here, and it is just literally. It was covered on the patio, and so I, of course, just started lighting it on fire, and it was pretty awesome because it just spread.
You almost lit
Aubrey
on fire, right? I think. Yeah, I think you almost got her.
It's just singeing off the leg hairs, It's
pretty damn cool though.
I took like a pile of it. I felt bad. I took a pile of it and stuck it on Brennan's head, but he had a little fuzz, so it kind of stuck.
Hair. Huh? That means you had hair.
He had a little fuzz. He had a little fuzz, then I burned it off.
Damn it.
It was ridiculously snowing. I mean, it was
everywhere.
Crazy.
You couldn't get away from it. The garage covered it.
Yeah, I hadn't seen
driveway.
it. All the way out of the end of the hall, Jordan.
The seal's getting broken.
Yeah.
Jordan's
never had a seal.
No, pee in the litter box.
Jordan's never had a seal.
Yeah,
no, ever since I've known him, he
he literally just needs a catheter and a bucket.
Yeah,
you know,
he's got a baby bladder. That's for damn sure.
Which is crazy. Yeah, I can go forever.
Yeah,
I can go for a
Oh yeah, if I don't go, I'm good.
Before then, like, oh my god.
But if once you go,
I'm screwed.
Sure,
but if I don't go, if I don't go, I'm good for I can go for a long time.
Oh yeah,
just don't go.
People ask me, "How in the hell can you hold it so long?" I go, "There's reasons for that. Why? Okay, you started peeing not too long after and you go about every beer, don't you? Yeah. You see me going after every beer? Hell no.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I swear there have been times though where I've drank so much that I go to the bathroom and it keeps coming out. I'm not even trying anymore, and I'm pretty sure my kidneys are just processing real time.
Yeah.
Like the Austin Powers one where you drink the water and it just keeps, I swear, because I'm like, I should have been done like a minute ago.
Yeah, I still can't believe they say that's a myth though. Who says that?
I was not thinking that was a myth. I read it something.
People that don't fucking drink.
Oh,
obviously, because that's like
still a little bit of snow falling.
I mean, as long as I've been drinking, that's
all
everyone I've ever known. Now, I think there's different kinds of, depending on what you're drinking, can have a different effect on. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
of course, because if you're
like,
just drinking whiskey,
drinking beers,
if you're just drinking whiskey or bourbon, there's no water in that.
Right,
I mean, it's all about quantity.
Yeah.
If you're drinking big beers and lots of beers,
But you go to any bar I've ever been into, once someone goes, every half hour, so they're going.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Are you done?
You feel better?
Okay. Do we need to take another break in 5 minutes for you? I do. I have a backyard too.
You can always go by one of the trees or neighbors don't care.
Just wave over to the neighbors over there, because
that's what I do at my house.
Not like they're going to be impressed. They ain't going to say nothing impressive.
Actually, that's what that corner is for, right over there. I'll just build a shroud. I'm gonna build a porta potty in the corner of my patio.
Well, hey, we'll get an outhouse.
Put you a funnel over
It'll be the pig patio porta potty.
Yeah.
Just dig a hole in the ground.
I did hang up. Grizz made a wood little thing, Blind Pig Confessions little plaque thing. I hung it up here. We'll post up some pictures. I might have already, but again, I built this for the pigs, so we can just hang out and do what we do, drink a beer and
exactly.
And I've got all the brew I've got our brew equipment. And speaking of brewing, but I've got our brew equipment here too. Nice big table and everything to roll out. But what are we doing in a few weeks?
So we when I was bored, I decided I wanted to start expanding our brewing capabilities. I really want to get back into brewing again.
Yeah.
So I bought some stuff, and one of them was called the Bouncer MD, which is basically it's a filtration system, and we bought an electric pump to go with it.
And it's such badass.
It is badass. So since then, Tim, who's the owner of Bouncer MD, has wanted to sponsor the show, so we're going to get with him and figure out a way to get him on the show, even though he doesn't live here. We're going to have to figure out that whole dial-in thing.
Yeah, work on it.
And so I'm ready to get you guys over and actually brew another batch. I brewed one batch just with Shannon across the street and Clark on the spur of the moment.
Hunter.
Just to he's getting ready to fucking leave us anyway, so just to see how everything tested out. So it actually turned out really well. We called it Got Your Six because we did 6 times hops with Citra in it. And then we added some Reaper pepper to it. And you guys got to try it tonight. Brendan hadn't had it before. It's a strong ale, but I think it turned out really well. I think
Yeah, it was good.
It's very clean. It's very clean.
Doing that in a couple variations, doing it just plain as a regular ale, and then doing some Reaper pepper in it. And then I'm also growing hot peppers. Every single one of the hottest peppers in the world is currently growing. Hopefully they stay alive this time.
Hopefully your dog don't eat them.
Well, I have them up high this time.
Your dog should only eat them once, I would hope.
So
learn the lesson.
I want to do one called 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse and put the 4 hottest peppers in the world in one. Not overwhelmingly, but just like a sliver of each one, just to pull.
Trademark Blind Pig Confessions.
There you go. Just to just to see what that would be like. I'm not looking for a Ghostface Killa out of it because that shit's ridiculous. I'm looking for something we can still drink, but that's unique. Yeah. The 4 hottest peppers in the world. People are going to want to try that.
Or do what you could also that might be one to try too. But you could also do. I think we're talking the variants, and you just have 4 variants that are hotter than like the one we had here is mild. But if you had 4 hot ones, that would be the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse as well. If you did 4 separate, I worry about mixing the 4 peppers together, and you're gonna lose any flavor profiles. When you start mixing some.
Maybe
of them.
It depends. You gotta have a strong.
Well, no. Again, we should try the all together.
Yeah.
But also, if we do a variant, and we can have the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse variants.
So I'm gonna buy us some 1-gallon carboys because I figure when we rack to secondary, we can pour off some 1-gallon variants. That way we don't waste 5 gallons of beer if it sucks ass. So we can pour some off into 1-gallon segments, and then we can do whatever we want with each gallon.
Right.
Throw a Reaper in one, throw all 4 in one, throw something else in another one, and then see which one we like the best.
Yeah,
so that's the plan. I'm going to go down and buy those here relatively soon. So, and then Griswold actually has built us a stand for the brewing to make it easier as we filter down through everything to just make the process a little easier. The pump is definitely, the pump and the filters are the shit compared to what we used to do.
Quick.
Yeah, all you got to do is you got to get it started, and then the pump grabs it, pulls it through the filters all the particulates. And then when we rack it to secondary, we go back in the bottles. We run it back to the pump again a second time with a smaller micron just to get the rest of the trub out of it before it goes in the bottles.
Clarifying tank instead of clarifying tank and all that. But
right, yeah. Because home brewing, you're a little limited. We learned our lesson as a group on using plastic anything for brewing at home. We learned that lesson, unfortunately, the very hard way.
Yeah, very hard way.
So we've gone back to pretty much all glass, glass and stainless steel.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more of a pain in the ass. It was nice to have
it's expensive.
The plastic fermenters with the ball that came out.
Conicals,
that was awesome. But damn, did that get fucked up quick? There's nowhere else to say it. I mean, it got fucked up quick. So I'm looking forward to getting you guys back over, getting the brewing started again, getting some good beers made. If we get this ale done and we get it right to where we want it, we get some variants that taste really good. We can brew that like 2 or 3 times consistent. Then I say we add another one. Then we start going for something else.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Yep, that's kind of the goal on the brewing side of things. So
awesome.
I'm going to be clearing out the garage. I've made a decision that eventually I'm just going to be getting rid of the DJ company because it's obviously not doing shit, especially after COVID. So starting to phase it out. I'm starting to sell some CDs on eBay, starting to just kind of clear stuff out slowly. Eventually I'll get rid of all that shit, and then I'll have the rest of the garage back too to do a little bit more extra brewing. So I'm not in a hurry to completely say it's over, but it's COVID killed us. I mean, Dino's, have they called you for a show yet?
Negative.
Exactly the problem.
Well, he's been doing a few. He's been doing some trivia party, like street trivia, but not really.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing. Yeah, it's sort of a lot of things I think are going to change. Have changed, will change.
Yep.
Well, when a bar, the way I look at it, when a bar only has 50% capacity, they're not going to pay for entertainment.
Yeah,
they can't afford to.
Nope. Yeah, most of them don't open anyway.
So there's no point in me trying to even, as busy as I am, try to breathe life back into something that's already dead. So,
And I've been researching, getting like the labels for their bottles. If we go that when we get to the point and we want to maybe try to go that route.
Yep.
And I've got the computer. I've got silhouette machine.
And I was unaware of this, but you can actually get a home brewer's license if you want to produce, which we don't want to. Obviously, we're not at that point.
Well,
but,
we're not there.
But that's way down the line. But that is a possibility down the road too.
Yes.
So, but that's where we're at the moment. So
I do think
since Pat asked for the brewing update, that's pretty much where we're at on that one.
I think we will.
It's time.
Get there.
It's time, guys. We've got to get back to brewing. We just have to do it. Even though we're all busy, we just have to make time and brew once every 2 weeks.
Says the guy who works all the time.
I know, dude.
Retail
and the brew equipment is at your house.
Retail is rough.
Retail is rough right now. It's a bad time to be a retail manager. We lost our AGM, and they're not going to replace him. So that means that we're picking up all his slack too. I would say we were pulling his weight, but nobody can pull his weight. He was a big boy.
You're speaking to the choir.
Really?
About 500 pounds.
Say that around all of us.
He was about 500 pounds.
I'm a big guy.
I told my boss.
He was bigger than me.
I literally told my boss, I said, you can ask me to walk a mile in his shoes, but don't ask me to fill his pants because that'll never happen. He was a big motherfucker. And I'll call him a motherfucker on here because I didn't like the son of a bitch anyway. So
we didn't say where you worked.
No, I know. Well, Griswold hates his fucking guts too, so it's not like any big surprise.
No, he's a fucking douchebag.
Yeah, see? Yeah, so fuck him. Here's to you, motherfucker.
You guys want to take a quick break?
Absolutely,
a little commercial break, and we're going to come back. I have food in my mouth. Sorry about that.
That's not food.
That's not food.
Shut up.
Don't lie to him.
Cowboy's not here. Well, we'll be right back. A little word from our sponsor, from Taver, or just some music interlude. But we'll see how it goes.
Hey.
We haven't edited in 3 months, so who knows?
Oh shit.
Cheers.
Hey, this is Jim Boris from the Backstep Brewing Company in beautiful downtown Crawfordsville, and you are listening to Blind Pig Confessions.
If you're a craft beer guy who can't get it nearby, do yourself a favor and log into Taver.
Hi, this is Mel from Alley's Ale House. Come check us out for the best local and craft beer selection in Hamilton County and the most amazing craft food on the north side. We've always got something going on, whether it be poker, euchre, live music, or DJ bingo. You can check us out on Facebook or on our website at bulletpinheads.com.
Didn't even get in the pussy and you didn't go.
Oh, hey, we broke in right with that.
Yes, all right.
And they don't even know who you're talking about. Perfect.
Whee!
And we're back.
You weren't even getting it, and you still didn't go.
Well, I know. I was trying to do the
All
right
right.
thing. I didn't cause problems.
Oh, well, now we know who has the problem. All right.
Now he admitted it.
So, this is a beer drinking show.
Yeah, so we get
What did we do? What did we grab during the break?
Hipster blood. It's a farmhouse ale. I don't even know who it's from. It's a Separatist project from, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, the Beer Separatist Project.
This is a
I think we
Tabor
had one
beer.
more.
Is this a sour?
It's a farmhouse with sour cherries.
I like it.
Okay, it smells sour. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I just don't like the name.
What? Why?
Well, because it doesn't fit the can.
Okay.
That's just me. That's just me. I
hipster
like the
can.
artwork. I love the artwork, but that
Hipsters have a certain candy?
that can no, the artwork on that can is very
Hip.
It's hip.
No.
It's very Pollock. It's very
yes. It's
exactly.
retro. It's
hipster.
Hipster.
I will call their tattoo
Really?
artist to make sure the next hipster gets the proper artwork on his can.
Well, no. But they call it hipster blood, right? I mean,
Yeah.
see if I
Well, there's cherries. It's the
yeah,
cherries.
no, it's tasty. It's good. I like it.
I do actually enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's a good beer, I
it's a
think.
tasty beer.
It's not sour at all.
It's
No.
it's sour cherries in a farmhouse, so you get the funk, but it's so
Yeah,
it's
you get a
just
little
bit
hor-
of
yeah,
the
you get a
sours,
little,
but it's not tart or but you
No.
And it's
it
not the
definitely-
medicinal cherry.
No,
Mm-hmm.
you get a little bit of the sour,
Fresh
just a
cherry.
little
It's
bit,
not
and then
NyQuil.
gone, and-
You mean it's
Yeah.
not cough
No.
drop cherry?
God.
It's not NyQuil.
I've had that.
like-
I've had cough drop beer.
I
I want
like
to go there.
Ludens.
I don't know.
Ludens is brewing now.
I'm trying to
yeah,
I'm trying to be nicer to
Fisherman's
those
friend.
folks, and I can't say it, but I'm just saying I've had a cough syrup beer.
yeah,
We all have, so-
Was it called Scissorp?
It was called, oh dear God, this tastes like Robitussin, as we're all drunk and screaming it inside the fucking brewery. That happened.
I
It was not
remember-
pretty.
I remember that night.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Yeah,
I don't remember that night.
One of their 50 now. Anyway,
I don't remember that
let's move
night.
on.
Was I there? Was I there?
I definitely.
Oh
was
yeah,
there.
you were there.
You were there.
We'll have to talk about it off mic thing because I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, we don't want to talk.
I
about
was.
Oh,
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
was that his initiation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay, gotcha.
We
All
had
right.
we had it the time before, then they had it again. I'm like, oh, you're trying that one, and he's like, oh damn it, it tastes like cough syrup. I'm like, I know.
I was not very quiet at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
you were the one screaming
Well, we
Robitussin.
were drunk, I think, already. Anyways,
Oh,
but
yeah.
when we
Yeah.
went in there, and then
Yeah.
that's the place with the green dirt and sweat socks. Beer
what?
too.
That's the one I liked.
Green
Uh,
dirt.
No. That was there was a comma there. Green.
Yeah.
The beer tasted green.
Oh, okay.
And dirt. And sweat socks.
And it was Brendan's favorite, if that tells you anything. We had
Yeah.
like 8.
Well, that was the
Yeah.
that was the least worst of them all.
That was my palate cleanser.
Yeah. Okay,
Anyway,
yeah, I remember
let's
that
move
one.
on.
Yeah, we haven't
God
had to,
bless
we haven't
them
had
to
to
go on.
initiate anybody in a while
Yeah,
on
I
that.
don't, if we do, I don't want to go.
Yeah,
It sounds like D's got to go now, but we'll take care of that later.
No.
Yeah,
So
that's-
be-
I
And
don't-
I'm
I
not
don't-
bad. I'm not. Where's this?
We can't
Nowhere.
say.
Oh,
Nowhere.
No.
Yeah.
That escalates. It escalates quickly on
So
the show.
Anyway.
what did everybody think of the hipster blood?
I actually really enjoy it because it's not. You think it's gonna be tart, but it's not. You do get the hint comes and goes with that tartness from the sour cherries, but it's a farmhouse. I like the funkiness, but it's not too funky because the sour cherries take that away from it. But I think it's a good cold beer.
It's one of the
it's
first
a-
cherry beers I've had where I got cherry flavor,
You don't
but it
get-
didn't taste like candy.
Well,
You don't
most-
get the candy is off it
and
at
most
all,
of them
yeah.
are super tart. And usually
Yes.
when they use the cherries,
either
it's super tart.
or too sweet. And this
Yeah,
is
like
neither.
the Queen of Tarts, or is one that's a super tart.
I didn't mind.
So
Okay,
this reminds me of something I was going to tell
I
you
didn't
guys,
mind
too.
it, but normally what I was saying is when you get a cherry beer,
Yeah.
it's a tart or sour,
Too
and that's
much
when
of
they usually
something
use
the other way.
they use that.
So mulberries are very big in Indiana, and I've never seen anybody use them in beer. I want to use some mulberries in a brew. I think that would be great. I've never seen it.
How much do you think we would need?
I don't know, but
I might be able to get
Look that up.
a few handfuls of mulberries in a gallon jug.
What about those yard strawberries?
I've never seen it, but I think it'd be great if we tried it. It's not like popular.
No,
I think if we did a variant with mulberries, that'd be fucking delicious.
Somebody did a mulberry beer.
Because mulberries are actually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So I think they'd be really good in a beer.
I do too.
Yeah,
I could have sworn.
I think we should do yard strawberries.
The fuck are yard strawberries?
Yeah, what are
All
yard
those
strawberries?
they grow around Indiana, but they're poisonous.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
They're little. They're like little strawberries that they grow. They grow
I
all
mean,
around.
I was
poison
gonna,
cooks out probably.
You think?
I was
If
going
not,
to use.
if
Find
not,
out.
Who's gonna try it first?
Pat, he wants to do it.
it might have a weird. It might have a weird psychedelic effect. Who knows?
I was gonna say-
you might wake up dead, but you know.
Fuck
we'll wait till
citra hops.
next
I was
day.
going to throw a little poison ivy in there for some hop flavor. I mean,
Death cap mushrooms.
There you go.
drink it if you dare. That's the name of this one.
If Pat's
You know,
alive the
there'd be-
next day,
you
we'll
know,
all try it.
you could find some millennials out there that would try it.
Oh hell yeah! they would.
I guarantee it.
Like,
Did you find a mulberry beer?
Oh look! It made my tongue numb and my arm and my
Upland
legs and I can't be
Well,
a sour.
I don't want a sour
I don't want
mulberry.
sour, but so yeah. So okay.
I want a
that's
mulberry
sour.
ale.
Let's do it.
It's a
Let's do
sour. It's a fruited.
Well, of course
sour
it's Upland.
ale is what
No, but I don't want that. We want
a
a
mulberry
an
ale,
ale,
yeah.
a mulberry
Fine.
ale.
Well, let's try it.
All right, we got this.
Okay.
We just have to find the mulberries. I'm growing two, but they're not going to be ready this year. So
God damn it! Grow fast.
I don't know what a
I'll see
mulberry looks
if I
like.
remember.
It
I'll
looks
try to
like a
get
raspberry.
I'll get a hold of my aunt.
I was going to say, don't get
How
going
about
out
a
in the woods and
snozberry?
fucking self-picking here.
Ooh, the snozberries.
Snozberry. I think we should do a snozberry.
Well, nobody knows
Definitely
what the
nobody
fuck a
does.
mulberry is. We'll just call it the snozberry beer. Who the fuck's going to
there
know the
you
difference?
go. And put a
The Indiana snozberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Copyright Blind Pig Confessions.
There you go. I'm sorry, but I think a mulberry beer would be fucking phenomenal. Not a sour, but a regular ale.
I do too.
I think a
So-
sour would be awesome too, but
Well, that's because you're the sour guy.
Sure, can do both.
Yeah. I mean, what the hell?
well, no offense, our first one might turn out to be sour.
We don't know which one's going to come first. We'll try it.
I
We make
think
it.
now that we've switched back to glass and
Do
we have
still
the
have the old?
process down, I
Do we
think we're
still have
better
the
off.
conical fermenters? We can make it a sour.
God, no.
yeah.
We fucking got rid of those, dude. Oh, my God. I was afraid to use them. I bleached them. I was like, there's no way in fuck we're going to use these things
Could
again.
have kept that just for sour projects.
There you go. see?
Could have kept that for sour projects, I guess.
Way to go.
There may have been other things in there.
God, that
Yeah.
that was so sad. It was
So
a
I'd
sad
say
day
we,
of my
Well,
life.
you can't really leave it in the garage for like a week and not do anything with it.
I don't leave it. It brews in the house.
We
now.
did no, but early on we kind of would leave it clean. What we thought was cleaning. It's our cleaning procedures that needed to improve.
Yeah. Well,
Plastic doesn't help, but yeah.
I bought a heat-resistant hose and everything now, so we have hot water to spray everything out with, and I've upgraded quite a bit.
Alrighty.
So
Well,
cleaning is much
Especially
easier.
now, people are probably gonna be a little more.
Well, we're
picky.
not allowed to sell it at the moment. you
No, I know. I'm just
but
saying.
We give it to our friends. If they don't die, we know we did good.
I
So
say
sorry.
a little something special tonight. I brought a 2016 smoked porter.
Ooh.
It's been sitting in the cellar for a few years, and I figured it's a good night. Welcome back to Pigs and good friends, and that's.
I've definitely missed hanging out with you bitches. It's been a rough
Yeah, I
few
know.
months here,
I know.
so.
But
Yep.
we're starting to wind down a little bit, unfortunately, for our first show back and after
Well,
COVID.
we got to go a little easy.
So I think we should do a little smoked porter.
Works for
I
me.
had a few things from Alaskan. I don't know if you guys have had anything. I think have we had anything from the show from Alaska?
We have had. I thought we've had some Alaska beers. I don't remember.
I don't know if we've done them on the show, but I've always been impressed with their stuff. So I got this one and put it in the cellar for a few years. So I've been waiting to have it. And of course, I think all of us like the smoked. The table does too.
Table likes
looks
the
like it.
smoked beer.
Most of the
D,
time I
don't know.
do.
Have you ever had a smoked beer, D?
I don't know if I have or
I
not.
don't know
To
if
tell
you
you the truth,
have.
I'm not sure.
Because
I
we
don't
don't
know
have
if-
many on the show. I don't know if you've been around.
Probably
when there's
not then.
Smoked one.
We've had a couple that tasted like they poured liquid
too
smoke
much
in,
is too much. Yeah,
and
but
that was too much.
and-
And the ashtray beer obviously was.
that was a smoked. Sorry, there's a dog running around there.
Yes, there is a dog in the backyard.
but,
That's not my dog.
I think that ashtray beer was a smoke. Didn't it have
It
smoke
was smoke.
in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was smoke. That was the whole
But
point.
yeah,
of it.
Well, yeah, but
when
yeah,
it's that liquid smoke, it's awful.
No, it wasn't liquid smoke. It was just ash. That was
You-
an
you said-
ashtray
you said this-
Randall.
Did you say this is from Alaska?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Alaskan Brewing Company. It's the gold medal winner. And I've had a few things from Alaskan Brewing Company, and everything I've had there has been really good beer. So I was pretty stoked about this one. As I say, it's a 2016, so it's been sitting for a while. It should just be enhanced a little bit and even better.
I hope so.
It was a gold medal winner, so it should be even better. It should be.
So got a name?
And so it's smoked porter.
Smoked porter? Okay,
Yep,
they don't come up with a clever name?
No, they're just...
There's reindeers on the
just,
picture.
Hey,
Reindeers?
Is it smoked reindeer meat?
Porter?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe, might be caribou, might be moose. I don't know. They have antlers. It's Alaska.
Smells delicious.
I don't know. Are there reindeers in Alaska? I don't think reindeers live here.
I don't
I think
know.
reindeers are from like the Netherlands.
They're like from Finland. And
They're up in Canada.
Or Canada, yeah.
If they got horns, I call them reindeer.
Well,
this is tasty.
I'm simple like that. What can I say? I haven't tasted it yet. I'm still smelling.
It's delicious. It's actually very light.
It's not overly smoked.
No, it's very,
it goes down really
even,
nice.
Everything is light. It's complex, but the flavors are real. Everything's real.
It's got like maybe a smoked type, like a certain type of meat smoked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get a little sausage in there or something, or
yeah.
Yeah, I miss the sausage.
Reindeer or something.
Dan
Reindeer
sausage.
I repeat, Dan Gore lives. He just texted me.
What?
Hell yeah.
We're not even live.
I know. Well, because I messaged him on Facebook when you guys said
Yeah.
and I said, "What the fuck, dude? You fucking hate us?" And then he texted me instead of answering on Facebook.
Yes.
And he said yes, simple one
He
word.
did. He said, "You're a
He's
bunch of
not black.
cocksuckers, and I'm done with you." But not, yeah. That's so. But he answered me. What's all that matters?
Okay. Hey.
Hey, speaking of, have you guys ever done a live show? Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Once.
Have you?
Once.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just
It went
curious.
well.
I
High
mean,
five. Yeah,
just-
we went
it's
fine.
just,
Yeah.
We were all
It was, very,
naked.
it was very
weird.
hard. You need somebody who's like I was trying to run the board and talk, and you need somebody who can just run the board because we were having to switch between stopping and playing. We were playing songs.
Well,
Right.
yeah,
In
we're doing it at
between-
the hi-fi too.
Yeah,
So we had a
in between
record release
sets.
and so yeah, it was.
I just was curious if you guys ever did like
Yeah.
actual live.
We did it
I
on.
thought it went well. I just
Indian tune. Yeah, I mean we did it on
it was
Indian
fine.
tune.
It's just different, and and it's we did a few and be fine. And I would say
You get used to it
the
after a
swing of things
while.
and know how to do want to do it and set up and do it, but.
But it's having the broadcast. I
I
mean,
like
we
the-
don't really broadcast out. You know, it was great because we were tied with Indian Tune, so it was live on their stuff.
Right.
Whereas,
well, and I know live isn't the same because not everyone's going to be able to listen to it.
And you're
when
more
you're-
self-conscious about what you're saying.
What you're saying,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
you're more careful about what you're saying.
Because you can't go and edit it. And
That
Right.
means I need to be quiet then.
I think
Yeah.
you're the least one we have to worry about.
yes, you chatty sumbitch.
Jordan, let's just face it. There's a lot of us, myself included, that after a few beers, the language and the tone and the give a shits just completely change.
Oh, yeah.
They just go right out the
Yeah.
fucking
And
window.
we agree. we admit we have to edit some of this shit out because we
We get on hand.
yeah,
Suddenly,
we get
suddenly
out of
there's a
hand.
lot of C bombs and P bombs, just stuff that I don't even
and
normally
there's
say.
just
But
some shows
just-
that we just say to hell with it, and nothing ever happens.
Yeah, but those are still in the vault.
one of my buddies at work today, one of the other managers, asked me. He said, "So I'm going to start listening to your show." I said, "Okay."
Oh dear God, no.
And I said, it's adult oriented, and he was asking me about how it works and all this stuff. And I said, well, we sit down, we do a show or two, and sometimes 3. And he goes, why'd you say it like that? I was like, well, because show 1 airs, show 2
Iffy.
Usually airs.
sometimes it'll air, most of the time. I said, show 3 never ever usually sees the light of day.
No.
I was like, I think of maybe 1/3 show that ever saw the light of day, and it was an hour-and-a-half show that was about 35 minutes long.
Yeah.
By the time we got done editing it, that's just the way it goes. So
well, what do people think? You've been drinking.
Right.
You're drinking
Granted,
more
yes.
as the
Right.
show progresses, right? So more things are gonna,
But
I mean,
now when they come out weekly, though, you don't see that progression when you're listening to it.
Well,
every week,
yeah,
so
yeah, I
it's
guess
just
that's-
like
yeah.
especially if you listen it the first time, like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Now
well,
for-
that's true. That's
now
true.
for me-
'Cause
these
you
guys
don't-
have only tried 1 beer. They're fucking all shit-faced.
Now, for me, like my managers and other
Lightweights.
people, they know I do a beer show, but I've never actually given them the name of the show
Smart move.
or anything because I honestly don't want in the age of cancel culture.
Yeah.
I don't honestly sometimes want them listening to this.
My boss listens.
Yeah.
Well, granted,
Well,
that's,
well-
and I'm surprised at that because that's dangerous. Sometimes.
You should hear the way I talk at work.
No,
Behind
I
closed
understand,
doors,
but,
that's
but,
fine.
But the cancel culture is rampant and horrible.
I
and
think
it's
you have
like-
to know who. I think you have to know who you can. That
Yeah.
are, it's like anything. You have to know the people that you're.
But like,
Yep.
yeah, but like
Yeah,
I've
but-
also, I mean, I used to have a bunch of my managers and stuff when I was working for the smaller company before we got incorporated, before we got bought up by the large company, and I had them on Facebook too. But I have no work
Right. Oh, no.
colleagues, coworkers on my Facebook feed at all.
Well, I think
just
I think
because
it's smart. I think when you're working with people, and
I'm high level corporate,
Yeah.
and it's
and you deal with people all across the country. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're dealing with. I think it depends on the type of job you're doing and who you're. If Jordan's cool with his boss and his boss is cool with him, and they sort of know each other.
Yeah.
And he's that's.
Well, that's like Free Beer Express when Will would come on, Sorry, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
But yeah, he don't say my name.
Right.
But he's also very big, and he's coming out to have fun, but it can be dangerous sometimes.
I know,
for work.
And it's sad because it's sad that people can't separate like what you do for work and what you do outside of work, and can't be like, okay, you can be this person outside of work.
If you're
not
performing
talking
at work, then what's the matter?
You're not talking about work here, right? You're not talking about work stuff.
Right.
This is totally separate. So you should be able to do this and not have anyone get all bent out of shape. That's just me.
But corporations look at it as your history and what
it's like
kind of a
how to
person
sell
you are.
meth show, It's like
right, yeah. You're not, and it's not like you have minors on here drinking.
Right.
It's not like Charlie's on here. We're handing him
Often.
beers and saying, it's not like you're saying.
No, at least he doesn't talk when he's on. I mean,
he's pouring the beers, but
I mean, if that was the case, then maybe
that boy knows how to pour a
Got to be
pint.
21 at home.
Yeah, that boy knows how to pull a pint.
Well,
He does,
I can only imagine when he does turn 21. Of course, we're all going to be in our close to our 60s.
Shauna already reminded me that she turns 21.
When does she turn 21?
In January.
Oh, wow.
6 months.
Wow.
And she'll be able to be on the show legally.
Both his kids already know how to brew beer.
They do know how to brew
Well,
beer.
yeah, but I mean, I've been seeing either one of them in a while because obviously of everything going on. But I've known Shauna since she was 8, so it's hard to believe that she's almost 21. That's just freaky.
Yeah.
And I've known Charlie since he was born.
Yep.
And Charlie's always
Same
been
here.
Charlie's always been like one of these guys when you go over to the house, he's like, hey D, what's up, man? And he's like, he just gets along with adults almost better than probably kids his own age.
Yeah, he does.
Which is
Shauna
funny.
was the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, and which is fine.
Did you see who raised him?
Yeah, I know, but it's just funny because Charlie's just like, hey, this is, he just has this air about him, like whatever. It's just like
He don't give a shit.
yeah, and a lot of kids his age would be very, shy and like reserved, and when they're around adults, not sure how to talk. And
Oh dear God,
I know. Charlie's
he plays bartender at a party. He's like, hey, your glass is empty.
Oh, maybe half full. You think you did a beer? I'm like, no, Charlie, you just got me one.
I was looking at Facebook.
True statement.
You know how Facebook pops up your memories?
Yep.
4 years ago was
Good,
the
I
first,
need it. My memory's
was
gone.
the first show I was ever actually on.
Oh, really?
He said 2
Yeah,
words.
we've been doing this
4 years
so
ago
long.
today.
Christ.
Oh, wow.
That's fucking crazy.
He said 2 words.
Motherfuckers.
I'm not sure he said 2 words that show.
Well, it's 2 syllables, motherfucker, probably at one point. But
He sat on the show and he looked at us all. Was that the
That was
The
infamous
Arnie show.
Arnie's.
Oh, Arnie's show. Okay,
yeah.
no, I was going to say, was that the show he decided to confess to us about his
What?
the fucking when he drank the 6 dragon
even know what
milks
he
Oh
confessed
yeah,
to.
No,
that
that was after.
later.
This was
That
before
or
that.
7 whatever he had. He
Well, no,
goes,
because he didn't know
lost-
what Dragon's Milk was yet.
I lost count at 7.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he didn't know.
Say it right, damn
He
it.
was like, guys, I got on the show, then I went and I drank 7 dragon's milks, and I didn't realize what was going to happen.
And
To be fair,
and
they
you
were on
guys-
tap.
And you guys, with the price I was paying, you guys would have drank as much as I
Well,
did.
so would I. Yes, because
Well, yeah.
it was like when we went to Tippy's and they had KBS on tap for like $3 for a pint.
But the difference is, we were starting to get used to craft beer, dude. You were still drinking like Bud.
It was
Yeah,
Bush.
Bush. Okay, that's even worse.
Yeah, I know.
So you got fucked up.
Dude, I can't even smell that shit now without gagging.
Nope. Yep,
I'm
everybody
sorry.
gets
Shame.
that
They
one.
got a really good price on that Casco right now in Dragon's Milk.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get the bombers up for like dirt cheap right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't have a Costco membership.
Yeah.
I don't want to battle all the crazy people going to Costco.
No, you gotta worry.
Is
about
there
it
toilet
someday.
paper now? Can you
Yeah,
get toilet paper again?
pretty rarely
Okay.
available now.
All
You can
right.
get it anywhere.
I use dude wipes the whole time anyway. I'm a wet wipe kind of guy.
Well, that means you're
He likes his ass feeling wet.
I like it clean, man.
He liked it squeaky clean.
I do. I like to make sure I'm all good to go.
What's wrong with your shits, man? That's baby wipes, basically.
Baby bladder, like
Yeah,
fucking
baby
wow,
bladder,
it's
baby
like
wipes.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I'm a pampered bitch. Come on now.
Apparently, Jesus.
You've known him how long? How many years have you guys known each other?
Dear God, 1993.
Been a minute.
It's almost. Jesus
I've known
That
you
is-
five.
that-
I've
that-
known you
We're
5
pushing
years
on
now.
30 years, bud.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've obviously known
yeah,
Pat the longest, probably followed by D and then Brendan.
Yeah.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I knew Brendan
Well,
in Claudene's days. We didn't talk a whole lot
No.
in those
No,
days,
he
but we
was-
knew who we were. I
Yeah.
mean, I knew him.
He was
Yeah.
super elitist.
Social,
He was
but-
Hang out
super
till three-
elitist.
Huh? Yeah.
He was super snobby. He was a beer snob and whiskey snob, even at Alley's,
snob, yeah.
which is kind of hard to
At Alley's.
Alley's or
I mean,
Claude's?
sorry, at Claude's.
Oh, I was like,
yeah.
Alley's.
Yeah, my Pat's for Ruben. That was elitist.
I will have to say, just in you guys, I mean, other than Clark, because Clark, I don't think did Clark ever come into? He never came into Claude's, did he?
No,
I did, but
Before
not
he knew
with all you.
Okay,
He looked at us. He looked at us crazy.
I mean, because I met Jordan at Claude's. That's how I know Jordan, because Jordan, that's the first time I had an interaction with him as with Claude's. And, Claude's became like our hangout for years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it really was. It was like,
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Yeah.
It was like our home away from home. Like,
well,
we could literally go
we
in
VJ'd there every fucking Friday and Saturday night. I mean, we lived there.
Yeah, and everyone knew us. We could hang out there even after they closed. They wouldn't kick us out. We
Still
could stay
never got
there.
a free beer.
Well, yeah, but
Very well. Bill Smythe, you
Unless
cheap
you were
fucker.
unless you were working, you didn't get a beer.
yeah, but still, all the memories though. There was a lot of memories.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
there really was.
Yep.
I mean, we had a good time while it was around, and it's funny because when I drive by there now and see it's a clothing place, this is so weird because like
Yeah.
it doesn't.
What did they do with the kitchen? What does a clothing place need with a kitchen?
No, they revamped everything. They tore the whole place. The inside was gutted completely because I drove by when they were working on it. There was nothing. It was completely gutted.
Yep.
And I didn't know what they were going to do. But what I was told is that they did not want another bar/restaurant in there.
Yeah.
That
Right.
they said that was not happening.
Yeah.
So, but it's just weird because, again, we have a lot of memories there.
there.
A lot. And then, you drive by. It's just like anything when you drive by a place that
I know.
and it's not anything like what
Yeah.
you remember. At least if it had to become another bar, another restaurant, at least you'd be like, oh, but now it's a clothing store. It's like
Yeah.
weird.
Alley's
But
so-
it changed so
yeah.
much during the time we were there.
Oh, yeah.
Like
definitely.
it had two separate sides, and then
Yeah.
Bill decided to open
Yeah.
it. Then he decided to build the weird
The
stage that
stage
faced the
that
wall.
yeah, that was
Even after he asked for our input, and I said, "Bill,
yeah.
don't build a stage that faces a wall."
That I didn't like that. I did not like that.
Well, why not?
it was-
Because that's just dumb.
Yeah.
You don't build
He'd
a
have been
stage
better- he'd have been
that faces
better-
a wall.
He'd have been better off putting the the golf games on that and
Yeah.
putting the stage on the far wall where
Yeah.
the golf games
Right.
and the dartboards were.
Yeah, back over there.
Back in the
definitely.
corner where
yes.
the stage
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not
and
even
it-
on the
yeah.
corner. You could
No, I
use
know
the
you're
whole
talking
flat
about.
wall.
All right, I
And it's
know.
not like it had to
I'm
be
just
that big, because other
Right.
than us doing karaoke and a
Yeah,
few
you don't
little,
need-
he didn't
yeah,
have
you need a
like
big
big bands or
stage.
anything in there.
Right.
Well, he had. Didn't he have a country guy or whatever?
Oh,
some-
Toby.
Toby Keith,
He
yeah.
wouldn't allow me in the
Yeah.
bar that night because I would have made. Because he knew I was gonna heckle him.
Yeah.
Because you're not invited.
But
Thanks,
but
Will.
what I'm saying is overall, he didn't do anything. Other
Did
than
he
us.
he seriously said, "Don't come in."
He would not allow me in there with Toby Keith because he
You
knew I
tried-
hated him. And I
really?
made fun of him all the time when I played that fucking Red Solo Cup song. I would get to freak out. I'm like,
Oh, no.
So when he was there, he came out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna beat. Bill's like, you are
Hey,
not allowed
hey
in this
Brendan,
bar.
what are you drinking out of, buddy?
I know, a little silver.
Baby red.
Yeah,
So-
if somebody
so
sings, I'm
maybe
gonna
it's
fucking punch him.
And
I
we're
got-
going to
I got-
going to a musical
I
break.
got my first. I had my first Uber experience from Claude Nanny's.
Oh, that's right.
And I
Yeah,
wish
that's
Aubrey
the
was here
Uber.
because she would laugh her ass off because I never used Uber before, and I'm like, oh, shit face, like, oh, get an Uber, and I was like, so I'm getting the app on right and doing all this shit, and I get an Uber
Because he lives 1.2 miles away
it's
from.
not even that long.
No, sorry,
It's
0.75. Yeah.
0.75 miles from Claude Nanny's. And I'm like, well, I'm too drunk to drive. I'm too drunk to walk. So I did all the Uber shit on my phone, and fucking I walk outside, and Aubrey walks up behind me laughing her ass off. You idiot! I ordered a fucking limo. This guy's
He had swiped down to the Uber extra
Elite.
XL
Yeah.
elite.
You got a limo?
This guy's like,
That's
open the door
hilarious.
for us, and Aubrey's just like, you're an idiot. And the guy's like, I'm driving fucking not even a mile away.
And how much did that cost you?
Like 37.
Yeah, but he made him drive. He made him drive around like that.
No, I
roundabout.
didn't. I just went home. It was like
That's
$37
that's
limo from Claude
hilarious.
Nanny's to my house.
That's funny. That's
And the
funny.
tip.
That's almost worth it for the story, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I just
great
remember
now.
Aubrey walking
But
up
you-
behind me just laughing. Oh my God, you're an idiot! I'm like,
Yeah, you have to be
I know
real,
this
you have to be
goes.
really drunk to get
Yeah. I didn't know. I just pressed the button.
Well, none of us have ever been really drunk.
Well, no.
Ever in our
But,
lives.
None of us.
but it's just funny though. I mean, it's hilarious.
That
I mean,
is funny.
Obviously, I've only ridden in a limo once, but that was at a wedding. But to have a limo pull up to pick me up, that'd be weird.
Especially at Claude Nanny's.
Yeah,
For fuck's
Claude
sake.
Nanny's of all places. Claude Nanny's a limo pulls up.
He knew too. He's like, open the door for us. We're just shit faced. He's like, Jesus Christ.
Hey,
That's
he
awesome.
made his money. What does
Yeah.
he care?
Yeah, what does he care? I was saying he doesn't care. Well, he doesn't care where you're picking up from.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure he's picked up people from other
Oh, yeah.
places.
Yeah.
You're
quick-
probably not the
It was
first one.
probably the quick ride for
Shortest, yeah, it's probably
half-
the quickest.
30 seconds for $40, and then whatever I tipped was
Sweet.
probably way too much. I'm sure.
Oh,
yeah.
I probably paid him $50
Completely.
for, yeah.
Well, you know those guys have got to love drunk people though. Well, I don't know. I guess it goes either way. Because you got the drunk people that are super cool.
Happy, fun people.
Yeah. And you got the ones that are going to
ask the Uber driver.
I'm sure it depends.
There had to be,
They don't like drunk. They're. Yeah,
because you had someone throw up in your Jeep. Was it your Jeep?
Yes. When I was driving Uber temporarily, it was not pleasant.
No.
Yeah, see, that would not. Yeah, that would not be fun.
The early nights maybe, but later in the evening, it's going to get worse and worse. And
or you could have the Uber drivers like we had in Louisville.
Memphis.
We wanted
or
out.
That was Memphis.
That was Memphis.
It was Louisville.
Yeah, Memphis, where they were running the fucking red lights and shit.
No. The old lady in Louisville. We couldn't find anywhere to go, and she picked us up.
That was on our 3-man trip.
Her mom died, her sister died that week. Like, this is the most depressing.
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
you're
right.
We're just like, just drop us off here.
Fine, give me a bar.
Put us on the fucking street corner.
Awful.
So she was like telling you about her.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey guys," and it's like, hey, what are you guys doing now? We're like, "All right, party." And she goes, "Oh, well, my sister died this week. My mom died," and she's just going on and on about all these deaths in her family in the last 10 days. Like, all right, just let us the fuck out of here. It was awful.
Wow. Louisville.
There's nowhere to go in Louisville. Louisville sucked.
This was our first.
That was a horrible city.
This was our first pig trip.
Nowhere to go. Nothing going on.
Really, Louisville? I'm so surprised.
It was boring.
So there was that 4th Street Live that had like all the fancy dancy shit.
Yeah,
and that was it. Then there was nothing else in the whole fucking city.
But it was packed because of some
helicopter
helicopter convention.
I thought it would have been happening, but nope.
Wait, helicopter convention?
Yeah, there was something about helicopters and sales and helicopter convention.
It was awful.
It was a horrible. Yeah, it was
boring.
Then we went down to Nashville
and had fun.
And had fun there. So yeah.
Well, we didn't make it to Nashville. We went to
where did we?
Briar Scratch.
We went to Briar Scratch, and we never left the Gatlin fucking.
Well, no, then we made
Tennessee.
it to Nashville.
We did it the day after, but we never planned to stay at fucking Gatlin, Tennessee.
Gallatin.
Yeah. Because Brendan and I, Pat's in the car, freaking the fuck out because we pull up to this barn that's supposed to be a brewery. Pat's like, I'm not going in there.
No, I wasn't freaking out at the barn just at first. It was freaking out turning down the dirt road into the holler.
Oh, bullshit. Did he not freak out when we got to the barn?
I started freaking out.
I was the one that went
turn.
in. You guys both were like, fuck that.
Hell
yeah. About 5 minutes.
Dude,
we're leaving you there.
You know what? That
I'm
sounds
telling
like my kind of place.
Yes.
It was a little creepy at first.
Hey, Jordan, he wouldn't like the days back when you and Rusty and I would go and just find the most rundown backwoods
bars.
What
are you talking about? Hold on. We did that. We did that several times.
No. I don't know if Pat would have. We went.
Yes, Jordan and I did that several times.
We went to some interesting
he
places.
He went with us after he got here. We still did
that's
it for a while.
yeah. He did go to
What was that one place?
There was some scary shit we went to.
Yeah.
That place by the little racetrack or whatever too. That was the little biker.
That fucking
bar.
Kitley Inn place.
Kitley Inn.
Yes.
Well, we used to, well, that place. Yeah, well, we used to do shows down there.
Yeah.
We had to carry out.
I know. We got you the shows.
Yeah, and they were not very. Yeah, they weren't very friendly down there when things didn't work. Remember, they'd call you, and I'd fill in from time to time. She wasn't very friendly. Yeah.
So. All right, guys. Well, I think this is we're about there for the show. Thank God the pigs can finally get back together. That's all I got to say. I'm ready to get my life back together and hang out with my friends again and do some shows and drink and have fun and brew
and pick on each other.
And pick on each other, absolutely. Yes.
Exactly.
So, all right. Well, cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, everybody. Good
Adios.
beers, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.
Touch my head again. Don't try, honey, or won't try just to hold it down again. Hold it down again. I can tell that you care. I can feel the true bliss.